guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. We're at this special filming spot location because guess what? I have something large and in charge from Chevrolet, and it's this truck right here. This is a 2025 Chevrolet Silverado. This is a Silverado LT Trail Boss. But before we get into this off-road ready, everyday friendly, full-size truck, let's talk about what's going on here. So the Silverado, it's that full-size truck from Chevrolet, goes up against many other big names in the truck industry. Of course, the sister brand, the GMC Sierra. You have the Ford F-150, the Ram 1500, and we can't forget the Toyota Tundra. Now, it's interesting because the Toyota Tundra, you could get many different ways when it comes to trims, but not so much when it comes to power plants. With the Trail Boss, you could actually get a choice of multiple engine platforms and you get that off-road capability. But what I want to find out is, if you're looking for the best full-size off-road capable and you're not wanting to go ZR2 or ZR2 Bison, and if you're looking at a Tundra, you don't want to go TRD Pro, maybe you're looking more at a TRD Sport. Is the TRD Sport the better truck to buy over this Trail Boss, or does this bring the best goods for the cash? Let's go ahead, let's dive into our Silverado and find out. Right off the bat, love that refresh from just a couple years ago. Still looking good on the Silverado, especially in this tinge of color called Radiant Red. Absolutely sparkles like a ruby. Now at the front of the business, you're gonna get projector beam LED headlights. You do have some gloss black and some LED daytime running lamps. Good news is that you have some functional air curtain. The bad news is I don't like this fake vent area. They should have put some additional lighting in here, or just kept it smooth, or added some body color in there. But after the refresh, they really, I feel like they cleaned up the style of the Silverado, but they still made it very, very unique. Now, as we work our way down, one of the things you're gonna notice is you get gloss black painted on that metal bumper. We do have on the Trail Boss those bright red recovery tow hooks, and you do have LED lighting in the lower grille area. Ground clearance, believe it or not, with the 2-inch lift. So when you go Trail Boss, you're getting an additional 2 inches of ground clearance. That gives us over 11 inches of ground clearance. Underneath, you're gonna get those skid plates to protect the oil pan, the fuel tank, and you have the Rancho monotube shock absorbers to give you that perfect compression and rebound dampening for the four corners of the vehicle. Now, as we come across the front, you'll notice the Z71 badge. So we have the Z71 off-road package as well. Love the badging that they put on Chevrolet vehicles. You got that massive Chevrolet bow tie going back to the early days of Louis Chevrolet. Like the way it's blacked out with a little bit of chrome around the exterior. Everything is fully functional up top. As we work our way down, and then you'll notice that you have your other set of recovery tow hooks and LED fog lamps. The one thing I gotta zonk is that center area where it's just, it's fake vent. But I'm digging the Trail Boss style with the design, the colors, and you do have a forward-facing camera plus a washer. Now, as we rise up, that big hood with a mega bulge. Underneath the hood, you can have, like I said, those different engine choices. Ours is the top dog, the 6.2 liter V8 engine. The only thing I wish is that this was a functional heat extractor in the center. Other than that, I love that muscle truck bulge. Guys, you could put away the socks. Don't have to put them down there in that area of your pants because you got the bulge where it belongs on the truck. Now, as we come around the bend, what are we working with wheel and tire stuff? Now, standard wheels on the Trail Boss are gonna be 18-inch. These are actually 20-inch wheels, like the V-spoke design all the way around. We have these off-road spec Bridgestone tires, the Bridgestone Dueler all-terrain tire. Tires are 275 on the width, 60 series sidewall, and I like the way the tread pattern isn't super aggressive. If you want more aggressive, you step up to Silverado with the ZR2. Now I'm gonna have Steven kind of swing in and show off the suspension, the upper control arm, your springs, and then like I said, this has that additional 2-inch lift. As we rise up, love the Z71 badge, and then of course that 6.2 liter badge on that hood bulge, looking super sharp. Gloss black on your mirror caps. We do have 360-degree cameras. You'll notice from the side how this truck is laid out. Gloss black on the door handles. And then we do have the Trail Boss stationary running boards, which are removable, which is good news. Working our way towards the rear, I like the way they put that little roof spoiler on the back portion. Ours also has this wonderful weatherproof tonneau cover. And I like the way it's a nice hardtop tonneau cover. When we come to the back, Steven's gonna show you the bright red from the Rancho suspension. So that's that Rancho monotube shock absorber. We got our Trail Boss badging on the bed. And then swinging around back, of course, if you're gonna go General Motors, one of the things that they flex is their multi-flex tailgate. So remember, 6-way positionable. You can do it up top, bring it down, drop the whole tailgate, have that nice area. You can even do it like this, or what we do is we go full step action. Look at that. Your Tundra isn't gonna be able to do that. Another thing that I love, like I said, is you got that folding hardtop of a tonneau cover, and that just keeps flipping forward. Love the way we got the bed liner. We do have a home power source. You have your different locations for your tie downs. We have LED lighting. You have your pole to help you get in. You could raise that up. And then this tonneau cover is very, very easy to work with. I mean, it locks into place very well. Let me come over here and do the business. There we go. Nice and locked in. And then to put this bad boy back together, piece of cake. And then of course, we have metal rear bumpers with your nice big space for your boots, your clown shoes. We do have functional exhaust outlets with our trim rings on both sides. And of course, we have our tow receiver hookup, plus a nice spare tire mounted nice and high underneath the belly of this thing. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and talk engines of the Trail Boss. All right guys, we got that hood popped. You do have the hood struts underneath the hood. Ours has that naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8. But what are the other engine choices? You could go with a 2.7 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, a 3 liter Duramax diesel that's a 6-cylinder, a 5.3 liter naturally aspirated V8, or like I said, our 6.2. If you go 6.2, you're looking at 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. The other transmission option, depending on the engine choice, is an 8-speed automatic transmission. Our truck, MPGs, 14 in the city, 17 on the highway. The truck weighs right around 5,100 pounds. Here's when it gets down to the goodies. Max payload capacity, 2,260 pounds. Max towing capacity, 13,300 pounds. When you go with the Trail Boss, you're getting those special off-road tires, the Z71 off-road package with the 2-inch lift, the skid plates, the Rancho suspension, an HD heavy-duty air filter, and you also get that electronic wizardry of hill descent control. So it's simply not just some shock absorbers and running boards. You are getting a nice package that rounds this out to make it such a special off-road truck, a unique off-road truck. But why don't we go ahead? We got the V8. Let's fire it up and hear its growl. All right, guys, we're inside this Radiant Red 2025 Chevrolet Silverado LT Trail Boss. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I've always been a Chevy guy. I've been thinking about going Toyota. My friends have Toyotas. They love them. But I was born in the bed of a Chevy pickup truck. My grandfather had a Chevy pickup truck. Heck, my great-grandfather knew Louis Chevrolet. They were drinking buddies. So how much is this one? MSRP, the way that this one is optioned with the 20-inch wheels and the rest of the goodies, you're looking right around $65,000. Let's see what you get for the money. To the door panels. Love the way they introduce some two-tone. So you're going to have that light gray, nice soft touch material. I could do without that weird bronze fake wood trim. I don't know what's going on there. I wish they would have chose something a little bit more Trail Boss appropriate. Armrest is semi-soft, no gloss black. You got the Bose sound system, and then you got a door pocket large enough for a king. You could get that 12-inch meatball sub, extra parm, and 2 large bottles of Mountain Dew to wash it down. Now going from the door panel to the dash, like I said, the two-tone is working. Not my favorite trim, so I am going to zonk that. But I do like the way you have your Twinkie storage for emergency. Baker does enough Twinkies. And then you slide on in, you got that over 13-inch infotainment system screen. I'm a big fan of Chevy's setup. A lot of the reasons why is because it's very intuitive. The cameras on this thing are clear as day. Really allows you to take advantage of the technology so that you could drive this truck with no problem. You got your Google Maps, your Google Assistant. This does have wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. Working our way down, you do have a real volume knob. I like the way you could just drop the rear tailgate. There's your hill descent control, part of that Trail Boss package. USB-A, USB-C, 3 stages of heated seats, dual climate control. You got another nice area where you could dump a 1-pound bag of Skittles. Just dump it right in there, taste the rainbow. On the side, that's where you're gonna hang your bananas. If you don't have your banana hammock on, you're not wearing it, you can put your banana in there. 2 large cup holders. This is gonna control your 10-speed automatic. Of course, the Chevy key fob with the good old Chevy bow tie. Remote start. You could drop your phone in there for wireless charging. Soft touch on the armrest. Open it up. Look at this. Party Central. USB-C, USB-A, home power source. And you got enough room in there to where easily you could fit, I would say, 15 Beanie Babies. Maybe one day you'll retire off selling those Beanie Babies at the local flea market. Seats. The leather interior, leather style interior. Nice, soft. Bad news is the zonk. You have manual controls for the passenger. I have, thank God, electric assist. And I think the other thing a lot of people are not going to be happy about for 65 Gs, 65 large, no sunroof. But why don't you come over here to the business end? I have a steering wheel over here I want to show you and what's behind it. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. You do have those nice stationary running boards. I do like the way you have that aluminum sill plate. Of course, we got the Z71 off-road all-weather protection for the floor mats. That's worth an extra 5 horsepower. And like I said, no lie, you got your electric controls for the driver's seat. I'm 6 feet tall, plenty of room in here. Steering wheel, nice leather all the way around. I like the flat black on the switch gear. You do have paddles to go up and down that 10-speed automatic. It is a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And you'll notice we have, of course, Trail Boss comes standard 4x4. 2-speed transfer case. You got your mode selector knob, all those goodies, and it's a heated steering wheel on top of it. And then you got your 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. You can scroll through a cornucopia of information in the center there. Nice, clear, easy to understand, easy to navigate through. And all the information you want. The other thing, like I said, is just the amount of space in here. Very well laid out. But why don't we go ahead, let's get in the back seat and see if your passengers are going to enjoy this Trail Boss. All right, guys, back seat time. And this is just another area where trucks today, the amount of room back here is ridiculous. More room than my college dorm that I was staying in. It's crazy. Backs in the pockets, you have enough room. You can go puck yourself. That's where you're going to put your Lightning, the championship winning Lightning signed hockey pucks. You can keep them back there. You got 2 large bottle holders here, USB-C, USB-A, very small AC vents. I mean, I'm glad they're here, but can we make them just a little bit larger for Pete's sakes? I'm sitting here very comfortable, 6 feet tall, plenty of room. Pull this down. Ooh, Charmin Soft, 2 more cup holders, and you got a power sliding rear window for the cab. But why don't we go ahead, it's that time, let's go on throttle and see how this Trail Boss is driving. All right, guys, we're inside this 2025 Chevrolet Silverado LT Trail Boss. One of the things that I love about this truck right away is how it drives on-road. It's actually a really amazing truck to drive on-road in this spec. The Rancho suspension does a good job with the compression and the rebound. And overall, it just, it has off-road spec tires, but they're not super aggressive. It's a nice compromise. And these trucks are quite capable. You will be super shocked just how capable this truck is. Visibility is awesome. You got the bulge in that hood that just looks killer. Seats are very, very comfortable. They really did work on the material and how the seat frame and everything is constructed. It feels really good on your backside. And then I personally like the way that this one has the right balance of everything you need. The technology piece, the engine choices, and you got standard 4x4. So that really takes care of a lot of your wants and needs when it comes to this type of truck. But me personally, I really do love the 6.2 liter, but you know, if you need to do more pulling, you could do more pulling with this truck and go with the Duramax Turbo Diesel. You'll pull just fine. And for those that maybe are looking for a little bit better fuel economy, but yet still want that off-road credibility, you could go with the turbocharged 4-cylinder. That's actually a very surprising setup, to be honest with you. But the gauge instrumentation, very easy to read. You got your different modes, which are great. I'm gonna go ahead, since we're talking about modes, go ahead and put in sport mode, sport, off-road, and normal. And then of course there's a tow mode setting that's separate. But just a real pleasure to drive. I mean, that's really where this truck comes into play. Brakes feel good. I'm in this turn here. Very well balanced. You ready? On throttle, here we go. 10-speed drops down and we're off to the races. Nice shifts. Look at that. It's got plenty of power, and I'm telling you, the 10-speed is perfectly matched for this truck because of just how well it shifts. It knows what gear to be in. You got great towing capability, great payload capability. I mean, it really just encompasses the whole truck. Getting to the infotainment system is well within reach. Plenty of storage, wireless charging. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. And then you got that V8 rumble. I really, really like that. You go Toyota Tundra, remember, no more V8. V8 is gone. You got a twin turbo V6. Same thing with if you're looking at a Ram. The Hurricane engine, the straight 6 twin turbocharged engine, whether you're going standard output or high output. This 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. You got your dual climate, which is great on a hot Florida day like today. It just, like I said, I think the comfort part is really what checks off all the boxes. Nice linear torque delivery, as you would imagine from a 6.2 liter V8. Let's see if nobody's behind us. Nobody's behind us right now. We're gonna go on throttle. You ready? On throttle, here we go. Nice. Look at that. Really, really capable. Another nice thing about this truck is it's easy to make a U-turn. I mean, watch this. Using some of the driveway here, and then you're able to make a U-turn, no problem. Of course, what I love about Chevy trucks is being able to go from 2 high to 4 high. It's very simple. You're just gonna push the 4 high button, and that is going to allow us to go into 4x4 mode. So you're just gonna hit that, and now I'm in 4 high, all by the push of a button. And this is where I could show you some of that great suspension travel. Really, really well done here. How it does the business. It really is a very, very versatile truck. Like I was saying, you know, what's great about this truck is that it's not meant for rock crawling like a ZR2 is, but it allows you to, if you need to go to that construction site, like you're working the construction site job, you could put it in 4 high and you're able to, I mean, manage it very, very easily. Look at this. And what's great is that all that vibration is not coming into the chassis, which is awesome. Look at this. Yahoo! Love this sound. Look at this. Yeah! Here we go. Nice. And then the best part, like I said, you're done at work, you're gonna be driving on the highway, hit 2-wheel drive, and you are golden. On throttle, here we go. Nice. I tell you, it really is a great trim because it takes you up to that next level of off-roading without having to step into a ZR2 or a ZR2 Bison. Very, very well done. Sound deadening material is great in here. You're not getting a bunch of creaks and rattles. Really easy to handle. The feedback is good. I actually prefer the way this drives, definitely over the Toyota Tundra. Especially with the 6.2 liter V8. But I'm hoping that this has been a good overall review of what this truck is bringing for the money. We're gonna get back to where it all started and wrap this one up. So I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, another great day in so many ways here on my home turf. Definitely got to thank the whole Chevrolet team for allowing us access to this Trail Boss, that LT Trail Boss version of the Silverado. Let me know what you think. Has Chevy done it right when you look at the price, when you look at the package and the performance that you're getting, or are you going to go Toyota Tundra? Let me know down in the comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raised Reds family. Got to give it up to Stephen Flood. He films anywhere. We were going to go film in the Everglades, and the water was going to be up to his chest. So that's the dedication that Stephen does, and that's the dedication that makes us so successful, is dedication from Stephen, Lori, and of course, the rest of you. But just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.